Hey guys, welcome back. Today I am going to do a swipe in purple, dark pink, light pink and white, and with a black swipe. So I'm using floetrol, 3 parts floetrol to 1 part of my global impasto paint. That's the black. We have white. This one is peony pink, and similar to magenta, this is hibiscus, and purple. So in here I have got coconut milk hair serum, and I just put it into this little bottle because it's easier for me to count the drops. So I've got 150 grams of mixed paint, so I'm going to put 5 drops. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 drops of coconut milk hair serum in each cup, except for the black, except for the swipe colour. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and I'm going to do the white as well, because I'm going to put some white in the actual paint. 5, there we go. Now this is quite thick, this coconut milk hair serum, so I'm going to mix it quite well and distribute it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave the top bit and put the black along there. So I think I'm going to do a vertical pour, colours, and then drag that way. So I'm just going to put these colours up and down like this. I do want them to mix a little bit, so I'll overlap them. And then the pretty pink. Not too much of this one, because I have found in the past that magenta really takes over. Not that it's magenta, but it's very similar to magenta. And a little bit of white to finish it off. Now there is a lot of paint on here, and we don't need all of this, so I'll be tilting my card. This is my 30 centimetre by 40 centimetre card that I always use for my little practice pours, or just when I want to do a pour but don't want to do a huge canvas. I just use these 12 by 16 inch. You can frame them if you like your finished product. There's no reason why you can't frame it. Let's take some of this paint off. Down the edge. Don't want to leave too much on. Cells popping up already. Okay. Let's pop a little bit more up here. Okay. Now, the black along the top. The black I mix slightly thinner, just so that I get a nice flowing paint. I don't want it to be too thick so it gets stuck. And you do want the paint, the swipe colour, to be thin enough so that the bottom colours will actually pop through. If your swipe colour is too thick, then the cells can't pop through. Okay. Tilt a little bit of it off, back again, it should be fine. So what I'm going to use for my swipe is what I always use, my plastic sheet. It's a document holder that I've just cut open. You can get it from any office supply stores, I'm sure. This one's from Officeworks. Now I'm just going to touch this here, not right at the top, otherwise you'll end up with a bald edge. And don't have to push down, just pull gradually towards you, not applying any pressure. Try not to stop when you're swiping, because if you stop, then your little plastic is going to drop and it'll make a dent. So try not to stop once you've started. Just put that over there and near the sink. Right, look at that. Cells popping up like crazy. Not much up the top here where the black is. These ones here are certainly lovely cells. We're getting some tiny little lacings, some bigger cells. Quite tempted to actually swipe the other way as well, just to cover the black. I'll torch the black up here, see if I can get any more cells. Oh yeah, there's a few more coming up. Not too close, you don't want to burn your paint and melt it. If it gets too hot, it'll melt. Okay, I think I'll leave it. This was another of my experiments. Cells aren't quite as big as I was hoping for. Just going to grab a little card. I was hoping for slightly bigger cells, although they are still growing. I'm just going to get the edge. You can use little, this is a paint chip from hardware store, paint chip card, and they're good for doing your edges. Okay, I'm really liking the colours. My cells are nice and defined. They've got a nice ring around them, which is what I was going for, and they're growing as we speak. So I've got these little ones, tiny little ones. They're from the Floetrol, and the bigger ones are from the coconut milk hair serum. Actually quite like that. I'll do this again, the video again, and I will use a slightly thinner mix. I've still got half a cup of paint of each colour, so I'll put a little extra splash of floetrol in that just to thin it out and try again. But this is the shape of the cell that I've been wanting to achieve. So I'm pretty happy with that. I'll take you in for a close-up in a minute. These cells up the top here are keeping their shape so far. They haven't bled. A lot of times if you swipe with a pale colour, especially white, your colours will bleed into the white, and you don't get a terribly lovely look. But swiping with the dark colour, that doesn't happen, so I do like my dark swipes, especially against these lighter colours. You need a dark swipe against a light colour or a light swipe against a dark colour, but I do like the dark. And you could actually put, if you wanted more dark in here, you could put strips of black in between, but I was worried that if I did that I might get grey mixing with the white, so I haven't done that. So really happy with those cells though. I've got multicoloured cells because when I poured my colours, I poured colour on top of other colour, so I've got multicoloured cells rather than just singular colours. So a lot of them have got 2 or 3 rings of colour. I'll take you in for a close-up anyway and you can have a look. Just get you in frame. So really pretty cells. Alright, I'll see you for the next video. Bye for now.